welcome to today's video. Today's video is a spontaneous video that I'm filming. This was not actually planned. So in case you recognize this outfit and this exact makeup look from a previous video, which I will link in for you guys, it was a beauty challenge. So make sure you guys check it out because it was a lot of fun to film. But as I was talking about something in that video, I don't want to tell you now, go watch it. I realized that I should probably make a video on it ASAP. And this is why I'm here today, as the title may have already told you, to talk about some of my holy grail, ride or die, absolutely favorite, affordable, drugstore, sasta, sundar, tikau makeup products. So let me not make this intro any longer and let's just dive right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna dive into 10 makeup products that are really easy on the pocket. Now, I understand that affordable and easy on the pocket are subjective terms, but I've tried to do my best to filter out things that are from the affordable category. I really hope you guys will either enjoy listening to my mini reviews about this, or if you've tried it before, please tell me down below in the comments. I'm gonna try and go in a certain order over here, so stick with me as we do this. The first product I want to talk about is a primer. The primer that I'm currently absolutely loving, and actually the brand for the primers in general that I'm currently absolutely loving, are Sugar's primers. The one I have in my hand over here is the Aquaholic. I love the wordplay on that. The Aquaholic priming moisturizer. Now the thing is that this isn't the only primer I've been using from the brand. I've used the pore minimizing one, I've used the mattifying ones. I've actually used a bunch of their primers on my followers, on you guys, on my subscribers as well, while doing makeovers on you. If you guys haven't checked out the makeover series, I'm gonna link that in for you guys over here, as well as down below in the info box as well. Please check that out. It is a series where I meet you guys in person and do your makeup for you, and that's actually where I really started to test out the primers from Sugar on so many different skin types. I feel like this is one affordable drugstore, great brand that is pulling out quality products. In my opinion, what they're doing is absolutely fantastic. So depending on your skin concern, your pore concern, your skin type, look up the kind of primer that you think will work for you. I'm a dry skin girl, so this Aquaholic moisturizing primer, or rather priming moisturizer, is something that's really working for me. I'm actually wearing it on my face right now even. The next product I want to talk about is a little bit of a surprise to me as well. Never in my life, maybe like up until about a year and a half ago, if you asked me, would this foundation make it to like your ride or die list, I would be like, I'm not so sure. But I have to admit that it has just made its space in my go-to products range. I'm talking about the LAKME 9 to 5 Primer Plus Foundation. This is a foundation that I tested out for you guys in great detail. I did a very detailed wear test here on my channel. Now I have to admit, LAKME first of all is a brand that I loved growing up, but as I grew up I didn't necessarily always love it. I felt like when it came to their color cosmetics, they were always doing such a fab job, but with their foundations they were always a little bit restrictive, which they changed quite a little bit with this launch. I have to give them credit for trying to break beyond the existing brand boundaries. So in that regard, I do really like the fact that they acknowledged it and worked towards it, and I'm really hoping that they do more, because they are India's #1 selling color cosmetics brand, if I remember correctly, when I remember having this conversation with a few people from the industry. But the thing is that this foundation really surprised me because it is so light, it is so buildable. You can wear it with a natural look, you can wear it as a full coverage look, you can wear it whichever way you want, and it genuinely does stick on your face for quite a few hours. Apart from that, I tested it from the perspective, not just in my wear test video, but even like to date when I wear the foundation, I don't bother wearing a primer before it, because it genuinely does, you know, like when you're someone who tries on so many different products on a daily basis, and it's my bread and butter, it's my job to review products for you guys. I can tell you for sure that that foundation has made it to my favorites list, because you don't even need to wear a primer before that. So it's kind of ironic that I threw this and then I'm throwing that in, but I'm giving you varieties on everything. Okay, for products number 3 and 4, I have a corrector and a concealer. If you guys have been following me for a while, you probably already have guessed what corrector I'm going to be talking about. I have that one sitting right here, so I should just show it to you. It is the LA Girl Pro Conceal Corrector. I use this in like the orange tone. It's literally called Creamy Beige. It's a really peachy orange, and if you're someone who gets ashy gray under eyes, then this is a product you definitely want to try. Depending on how gray or how dark your dark circles are, you might want to go from like a peachy to a more corally orange, maybe even a red. If your dark circles are like really bad and if your under eyes are like really gray, that's completely up to you. This is something that I absolutely love and use fairly often. In fact, on this look today, I'm not even wearing concealer, which initially had me a little bit confused. I'm wearing just the corrector with the foundation. So I do feel like this corrector, I mean, they call it Pro Conceal. It's a concealer, I know, but because of the tone, it works as a corrector as well. Of course, these are very, very budget correctors. I have tried a few high-end ones as well, but from the budget edition even, I feel like this one does a fab job. The concealer I'm going to talk about is actually the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. This is a concealer that is super, super pigmented. I wear the shade 312 Amber in it, and I feel like it is so good that if you have really great skin or you just want to cover up, like do like spot concealing very little bit, that is a concealer you could choose. If you have great skin like me, like I know for a fact that I have good skin, I have very few blemishes here and there, so on many days I actually get away with just that concealer. If you're someone who's looking to do a full coverage foundation and you're using a concealer, I would recommend not to take too much of that product because it is pretty highly pigmented, so you can do with a little less product. So understand what your skin is like, what your requirement is like. Don't just cake up for the sake of it. You want to make sure that your entire makeup look looks nice, glamorous and all of that, but never cakey. Makeup is meant to enhance your features, not to morph you into someone else. Please always remind yourselves of that. Okay, so since I'm going in like a makeup order, I feel like after the concealer, what I should mention is a loose powder. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, this one is going to be a no-brainer. But I'm going to give you the pros and cons of this product. The product I'm talking about is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. The shade I wear in this is 25 Medium. Now, I love this powder. It is one of my ride or die powders. I have it on me right now. But I have to tell you that it is not as, now again, my comparison is going in a little bit with the luxury range, but stick with me for just a second. Because I've tried high-end powders like a Laura Mercier, or because I've tried a Fenty and I love the Fenty powder, or a Jeffree Star powder, I feel like when I compare them, this is a little bit thicker and those are like much more finely milled. But considering that this is drugstore, oh my god, this is so worth the money. The only tip I will give you with this is not to overuse the product, because it is powder that is almost like a full coverage powder. So if you're someone who wants to do just concealer and the powder and skip the foundation, excellent idea. I do that a lot of times too. So it's entirely up to you on how you choose to use it. What I'm basically trying to tell you is, if I'm doing like a full coverage foundation, like let's say I'm doing a Huda foundation and I have like a Jeffree Star concealer, these are like super full coverage products, then I wouldn't dare to use this, because this in itself brings a lot of coverage to the table. So then I wouldn't use something like this. I would probably use some sort of a light translucent, much more finely milled powder. The K powder, for example, is really great. From the affordable category, I feel like that's another powder that I've recently started using, so I still need to test it more. But it's doing a really good job from whatever little I've seen of it so far. But the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder is such an amazing product. It is a much more full coverage product, so be careful of that. In that sense, you can't really bake with this. You can only like cover with this. Keep that angle in mind for sure. Okay, the next product I'm going to talk about is a blush, because nobody's makeup look is ever complete without a little bit of color on their cheeks. The one that I'm currently obsessed with, and I've been loving for quite a while actually, is Flower Beauty's Sweet Pea. This is a shade that will really go with so many different skin tones. I'm very like wheatish brown and I think it looks really good on me, but I've also used it on a few of my friends. In fact, a friend of mine who recommended it to me way back when I hadn't tried it as yet is a very fair person, so I feel like it does very well across different skin tones. It is the kind of blush that lasts really nice and long as well. I always tell you guys, this blush is the first makeup product that leaves your face in a way. So this is definitely a product that lasts really nice and long on your face, and I love the beautiful flush it gives. It's almost like my cheeks have been like pinched, which is a really nice effect to get with your blush. Okay, then we're down to highlighter, and this is a product that I had a lot of options to choose from, because you guys know how much I love highlighter. But the one I'm going for today is the Makeup Revolution highlighter. This is like a cheek kit from Makeup Revolution, and I actually also featured this in my favorite drugstore products a while ago. I will link that video in for you guys. This is a product that is so great. I'm wearing it on me right now. It can be super sheer, and then again it's super buildable as well, so you can really go super glam with it as well. It's extremely affordable. In fact, if you guys have seen my husband tries to guess my makeup products prices, you'll see this there as well. I will link that video in as well for you guys. That's a really fun video, but it's a really great formula. The colors are beautiful, the payoff, the highlight, the shimmer is beautiful. Okay, now we're going to talk about lashes, and you guys know how much I love fluttery, beautiful, voluminous lashes, and I have a tie in this category. I really wanted to pick one from like the two, but I couldn't, so I'm just going to mention both. The first one I have is L'Oreal Paris's Lash Paradise. This is literally what I have on my eyes right now. It has this beautiful full volume look, and literally just a couple of strokes and you are done. It looks just as good on the lower lashes as it does on the upper ones. The second mascara I've actually chosen is also from L'Oreal Paris. This is the False Lash Superstar, and what I love about this product is that within the drugstore very affordable range you get a primer and a mascara, and in this particular case the primer with the mascara is genuinely not a gimmick. It works so beautifully. It gives you length, it gives you volume, it makes your eyelashes look like curled beauties. You know what I mean? Like, they just look really beautiful, and I really wanted to pick one, but I can't. I love both of these equally. I use both of them a lot. This is my third Lash Paradise. This is only my first, I think, False Lash Superstar, but I just genuinely love them both a lot. So if you're a lash lover like me, pick and choose. Okay, so for the eyeliner, I definitely want to bring to your attention the PAC Acu Pro liner. It has a beautiful felt tip that makes you give your wings with so much ease as well as precision. It's a beautiful black, it lasts quite a while, and it's just become one of those like products that I'm reaching for so much of late. And the last but not the least, I would feel weird if I didn't include a lipstick in this list. For the lipstick formula that I'm currently absolutely loving, I want to talk about the Maybelline Sensational Liquid Lipsticks. I did a full swatch video during Lipstick Week, which has all of the 13 swatches in it. Linking. Please take a look. Why is this baby hair bugging me? But basically it is a formula that I'm really loving because it's matte, it's liquid, it's obviously really easy to apply, it lasts really nice and long, and it's not drying and heavy on the lips, which is just so important. So I hope these recommendations come in helpful for you guys. They're all products that are super affordable, drugstore, really great on the pocket. You don't have to think twice. Of course, I'm not saying you must go and buy everything, but whatever you need, I hope that you find from this list. All of the products will be linked down below in the info box. So give that a tap and read, and come back to me with your thoughts in the comments. Which reminds me, the comment shout out for today goes to Shatakshi. Thank you so much, you guys, for talking to me in the comments. If you want to be featured over here in the comment shout out, make sure you guys talk to me in the comments down below. I'm always reading, replying, hearting, and just taking it all in. Whether it's love or it's feedback or any kind of criticism, I'm here, I'm reading, I want to talk to you. If I'm making content for you guys, I'm gonna hear what you have to say about it for sure, and the best way for me is to read what you're saying in the comments. So keep talking to me over there. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn those bell notifications on, keep coming back for more. Don't rely on the algorithms to just keep popping my videos up. Join the subscriber fam. It makes the creator really happy to see someone new joining every time I go and see my subscribers list. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful for you and that you enjoyed watching it. Thank you guys. Mwah. Love you all. Bye.